this is Sydney, and I'm here to talk to you about why it's so difficult to be in the middle class these days. It's very difficult these days, and I can relate as most of my wealth was in real estate. I worked hard to scrape together my pennies to purchase a home. Then I had to work overtime to make sure that I could make the mortgage. Suddenly, my company decided to shut down and ship our products overseas for production. Now that I have no income at all, and my house isn't worth what we paid for it, how will I ever recover? In the meantime, as I'm losing my job and my home, the cost of everything else is rising too. It's more expensive now to fill up the gas tank, to buy groceries. It's more expensive now than it was 10 years ago to go to the doctor. These items are crucial to my family's existence, and without a job, I now have to pay an exorbitant amount to have health insurance, just what I needed, another monthly bill. What have we grown up to believe? Go to school, do well so you can go to college, get a great job. I did very well in high school with plans to go to college, but even back when I was 18, it was too expensive. I settled for a trade school instead, and now, as a middle-class mom, the price of sending my son to college has surged over the last decade to a point where I will never have the money he needs to be so that he can be so-called successful. I hoped my home would have the equity we would need for his education, but that plan's a bust. My husband and I were fortunate to pay off a small mobile home just before the housing market crashed. Even paid for, it's not worth enough to pay for school. But yes, we do feel blessed that this would be the worst case scenario for us should we lose our house. So what happened is our 22-year-old, she's pregnant, now lives there with her boyfriend because they can't find work to support themselves. My husband and I are counting on the home to bring income into our home, but instead it's become shelter for a child that just can't find her way. It's just too difficult out there these days. So we did get her through school, but guess what? She's still kind of stuck in our house, in a roundabout way. But did you know that 14.2% of young people ages 25 to 34 still live at home? That's compared to 11.4% 10 years ago. So that's going up quickly. In a decade from now, can you just imagine what's in store for our American dream? If our younger generations are stuck in the middle class, still can't get off the ground? Well, I have an idea. Perhaps the American dream we seek is more in the ability of Americans to become entrepreneurial. I'm not talking about coming up with a huge investment to purchase a storefront, inventory, do employee payroll and benefits, but get to work with some entrepreneurs that have already figured it out. Our children could have hope in knowing that they have a way to take control of your future rather than depending on a dying American dream of education and employers that don't exist. This could be one solution to manage getting out of middle class and becoming part of America's wealthy 1%. Instead, all we have to do is get to work, and we can do it. So enjoy your fulfilled, prosperous life, become entrepreneurial, and let's get to work. Thanks, and we'll see you again soon.